What's up guys, it's me, Colibro, and today we are going to be covering the Planetballs Iceberg. So, I've made the iceberg myself. My computer doesn't really like it when I try to download stuff, so I had to draw an iceberg for this video. It didn't take that much effort, but still. Anyway, as you go down the chart, the things get more obscure, and if you don't agree with me on where everything is, that's fine. This is all just my own opinion. So let's get started with the section above water. We're going to start with realistic history and future of the solar system. This is how most people tend to get into the Planetballs community. These videos tend to be the most popular videos done by Planetballs creators, and they usually have upwards of 500,000 views. Like Colin, for instance, uploaded his realistic history future of the solar system video, or I guess just future of the solar system video. It got over 600,000 views, for instance. And then in Matt Compton's case, we'll see more about that later. Next, we're going to get on to Bluza. A couple of y'all might be wondering why I put him in the video. So he's mostly known for his Marble Race videos. However, Bluza has also done 2 episodes of Alternate Future of the Solar System, which we'll get to in just a sec. And he did that on his channel, but I don't technically count him as a creator because he isn't known for doing Planetballs and he isn't a mapper. But if you count him as a creator, then he becomes the most subscribed Planetballs creator, coming in at a cool 133,000 subscribers. His 2 Alternate Future to Solar System videos cumulatively have 696,000 views, technically also making him one of the most viewed Planetballs creators by Planetballs videos alone. He's currently not part of the Planetballs community, so I'm not including him as a Planetballs creator, so we're just getting that out of the way. Now, Alternate Future of the Solar System Season 2. Alternate Future of the Solar System is basically where you just take the solar system and you do an alternate future of it. You don't go realistic. You just have fun with it. Now, Season 2, I'm talking about Colin's Season 2. It is the YouTuber Colin's most popular series on his channel, coming in at 2,141,900 views for all 100 episodes. I'm not counting any of the 3 movies that he made for it, because those are just compilations of of every 30 episodes. Okay, after that, we go on to Colin himself. He's the most viewed creator of Planetballs, assuming we don't count Bluza, as he has 6.56 million views on his channel, but he has 9.64 thousand subscribers, making him one of the most subscribed ones. But as we'll see in just a sec, he is not the most subscribed Planetballs YouTuber. Next, we have Matt Compton, who has a few more thousand subscribers than Colin. He is the only creator to have broken over 1 million views on an individual video. Currently, there's 2 videos that he's done that on, but the one I'm bringing up is Future of the Solar System Entertainment only. It has 1.8 million views as of July 2024, and he has 11.9 thousand subscribers, and cumulatively for all his videos he has 5.27 million views. So not as many views as Colin, but more views on an individual video than any of the other creators that are part of the Planetballs community. Next, we have Elron Gasal, who's mostly known for his mapping videos. He's the most subscribed creator that we're going to be talking about today, not counting Bluza, of course. He has 12.7 thousand subscribers, and he sits at a cool 5.42 million views. He has 3 seasons worth of Planetballs content on his channel. Speaking of more Planetballs, we have Alternate Future of the Solar System Season 3. This is again another series made by Colin. The reason why I put this here over Alternate Future of the Solar System Season 1, which I'll get to later, is because more viewers came in during this season than in the first season. So most of the newer viewers aren't exactly going to know what the original season was, even though this has more views, in my opinion. So that's why it's up here on the iceberg. It is the most recent complete season made by Colin, and it is also technically the most, I guess, HD, if you want to call it that. Alright, next we've got the relation to mainstream mapping that Planetballs has. Most of the creators in the community have started out as mappers, and because of that, and because of the way Planetballs are made, the mapping community is basically just a facet of the overall mapping community, far less drama-ridden facets we'll get to later. Well, the mapping community is popular enough to where some mappers have surpassed 40,000 subscribers, like Batsai Bulgarian mapping. The Planetballs community is still a little-known facet of the larger mapping community. For reference, Elron Gasal, who we were talking about earlier, he's the largest Planetballs YouTuber by subscriber count, having hit 12.7 thousand subscribers. This is in contrast to Kiev Mapping, who is at present the largest mapper at 51.3 thousand subscribers. Alright, that concludes Above the Surface. Now we're going to get to the surface / the Twilight Zone. The first thing we're going to talk about is Bruis. It's a Dutch name. I have trouble pronouncing it. He had to help me pronounce it. Anyway, this is Colin's second channel meant for alternate timelines of Season 2. New episodes of Season 1 and other Planetballs related things. And then we have a trope that appears a lot, especially in Colin's videos. We have Ultra Killers, which are devices made by Greenie, one of the characters, in all seasons save for Season 4 of Colin's channel, or Planetball series, sorry, and it instantly kills all planets save for ghost planets and demon planets. The demon planets require or planet, not plant. What am I doing? The demon planets need to be shot with a laser, and then there's no good way to kill the ghost planets other than to tell them to go away, I think. And then moving on, we have Alternate Future of the Solar System Season 1. It is Colin's original Planetballs series, and it is currently continued on Bruis, but the thing is, it is one of his most popular series. It technically, by views, I believe it's more popular than Season 3, because the movie for Season 1 is something like his third or fourth most viewed video. And it's basically all I have to say about that. It is the lowest quality, yet one of the most popular series that Colin has done, because this was before he implemented shadows. Season 2 is when he first implemented those. Anyway, moving on, we've got Greenie's Family, which is currently an 11-part series on the escapades of Greenie's family, you know? And Colin hasn't uploaded a Greenie's Family video in the last 3 years, but I'm sure he'll do it again sometime. We would all love for him to. Moving on, we've got this up here, Alternate Future of the Solar System Fall of Peace, which is currently the most popular Planetballs series not done by Colin. This is done by Matt Compton. The movie for the series currently has 64,000 views, which is pretty healthy considering the view count on Matt Compton's channel. Then we've got Planetballs MP4. This is essentially a 5-part series where Colin took Planetballs and made it just awful with ear rapes and everything. It's pretty entertaining, even though it's just so stupid. But it's stupid in a good way. We love Planetballs MP4 here. Anyway, then we've got r/Planetball, which is the largest Planetballs related subreddit. It's mostly tied to comic strips of Planetballs in a format similar to Poland Ball, which we'll get to later. And now we've got the Midnight Zone, which this is in the middle, you know, like some of this stuff, it's kind of known, but not all that known. Of course, we gotta start with Colin's Christmas special, which is one of the less known things on his channel, but it's absolutely hilarious. I'm not even going to try to explain it. All I'm going to say is that you need to go watch it yourself in order to get an explanation of it. Next, we've got Colin's Discord community, which is it's a bit of a touchy subject at times. he has had 2 servers as of the making of this video. After losing the first server, he moved to a new one. The current server has 83 human members. Say that because there's 8 bots on there. The low amount is because there were several closures from attempted raids, and this new server is newer, obviously, so it hasn't had time to gain all the old members. The old server had around 500 members, but there was an incident that we'll get to later, way down the chart. Then we've got Colin copycats. These are YouTubers that copy Colin's work. I'm not going to provide any of their channels because that's just going to bring them attention, which is all they want, really. Then we've got this, Planetball creators doing mapping. Most Planetball creators started out as mappers, like Colin obviously started out as Colin mapping and started by doing alternate future of Europe videos, and even did alternate future of Europe and country ball videos while he was starting alternate future of the solar system season 1. And then he still blends elements of traditional mapping with planet balls. You'll see occasionally in episodes of season 2 or even season 3, he'll zoom in on Earth and he'll represent a war going on the planet. And yeah, that's basically it for that. Now we've got to Florida Mapper, who is a friend of Colin's, I guess. He is a lesser known creator, primarily making traditional mapping videos, but he has uploaded a season of Alternate Future of the Solar System to his channel. Then we've got Alternate Future of the Solar System Season 4. This is currently the least known season of Planetballs out on Colin's channel. Only 1 episode currently exists, and it sits at 8.4 thousand views. And then we've got drama. The Planetballs community doesn't really have as much drama as the rest of the mapping community, but there's still a lot of drama that happens mostly on Discord. I'll get into the specifics later, way down in the chart. And then we've got Khaishafan, who is Colin's brother. He was formerly known as Aiden Mapping, and he is the most prevalent non-creator in the community. Now, there's a lot of non-Planetball creators in the community, but we'll get to them later. And then we've got Viewer Wars Planetballs, which is a Viewer Wars series on Colin's channel based on Planetballs. Only 1 official episode has been released. We're not counting the introduction here. And that concludes the Midnight Zone here. Now we've got the Abyss. Let's start with r/Colin Mapping, which is Colin's personal subreddit. This is home to most of the memes created about Colin's channel. So if you want to find a meme about Planetballs, this is the best place to look. Speaking of memes, they're mostly found on r/Colin Mapping. There's a video that Colin did on them. They're on Browse, so it's cool. Now let's move on to Jack and Lexi Berry Animations, which is a smaller Planetballs creator. They have a total of 5 seasons worth of Planetballs content on their channel, making them the channel with the most Planetballs content out of any channel, even surpassing Colin. But they have too few subscribers and views to even come close to being further up on the chart. Then we've got Colin's Planetballs and Animations, which are his least popular Planetballs videos. This is because they were made before he reached his peak of popularity. They date back to the end of season 1, the start of season 2. And actually, I wouldn't say these are his least popular videos. They all obviously have thousands of views. They were just made before Colin was really that popular of a YouTuber. And I mean popular the way he is now. Anyway, moving on. We're going to move on to collabs. Although unusual, these do occasionally take place. The most well-known example is Illegal Floopy on Price, which we'll cover later. Now we've got Neocore Saturn, who is the creator of the quote-unquote cringe intro on Colin's channel. He's a non-Planetballs creator, but he is part of the Planetballs community. So that's why he's on the chart. He created that intro y'all know and love. And now we've got to address the elephant in the room. The guy I created a documentary about a while back, Dick Hart. Dickheart is an internet troll known for sabotaging Colin's original Discord server, though the server was taken back after a few hours. He's known for acting incredibly dumb and racist as well. Many creators, not just me, have made videos on him, and for good reason. He's just an incredibly stupid person who wants attention. I pity him. Anyway, moving on to Murder Bloopy. It's a DLC up on Browse, and I didn't explain what the term DLC means. Those are basically alternate timelines. So, like if you have an episode of Planetballs, this is basically just an alternate timeline branching off of the original one. Basically, the character Bloopy, who's a member of Granny's family, she gets angry and kills or enslaves everyone in the solar system. I suggested the idea to Colin a while back, and it ended up being a really funny video. The video is the fourth most viewed video on Browse, sitting at a comfortable 5.5 thousand views. And moving on, we have Mr. Colin, which is Colin's gaming channel. There's a lot of videos up on there. And there's not just gaming either. There's also been Domino's videos in the past, I think. And then there's also reacting to Planetballs, which he re-continued on Browse. But it was originally from this channel, his old gaming channel. Alright, moving on to links with Poland Ball. Okay. The format Planetballs is made in on YouTube was primarily created by Colin and Matt Compton. I mean, Colin came first, but then Matt Compton followed shortly after. But it's both of them, basically, in a way. The actual Planetballs themselves were originally a part of the Poland Ball community. But then Colin had the idea to fuse the Planetballs characters and elements of traditional mapping. And then Matt Compton followed shortly after, and that's how Planetballs was born. It's basically just a derivative of Poland Ball and a little bit of mapping with country balls thrown in. So, moving on, we have Eventless Stu, who is a very prevalent member of Colin's community and just the Planetballs community as a whole. He's an Australian Planetballs creator. His art style is very similar to Colin, and the two are close friends. I've met him before on Discord. Obviously, he's a very cool person. His series is unfortunately discontinued now. We'll be talking about that later. And now we have Terraria Colabro, which of course would be me. I'm close friends with Colin because, well, 3 years ago I joined the Planetballs community. I joined a server, started talking to him, then I got staff, then I started talking to him more. Then I became friends with him, and yeah, Colin's one of my closest friends now. Let's see what else we've got here. I'm a Planetballs creator per se. I mean, I've done Planetballs before, but I've only done one episode. Mostly the content I've been doing is mapping, but even then, I haven't done a lot of it. And just as a side note, I'm not going to be really doing that content anymore. I said in a community post a couple months back I want to start doing alternate history content. I didn't hit the deadline like I thought I would because I underestimated finals at my school and I just got distracted. I ended up in Europe for a bit as well, so that's cool, I guess. So I still need to work on the video, unfortunately, but I would love to get it done soon. Anyway, the thing I'm most known for isn't even really my mapping content or anything uploaded to any of my 4 channels. The thing I'm most known for is Floopy with arms. Basically, this was a collab between me and Colin. And basically what happened was Floopy decided to eat the entire solar system. Then he ate the sun. And then he kind of lost a bit of his size. And Colin and I's OCs appeared, and we tried to get control of him, but then Floopy grew arms and just started throwing us around. The video was just incredibly stupid, man. Go check it out on Bryce if you can. It's called Illegal Floopy, obviously. I absolutely loved making the credits and the idea for the video, and I'm very glad I was able to collaborate with Colin on something. And then finally, for this little tier, we've got non-Planetballs creators in the community. Many members of the Planetballs community don't actually make Planetballs. I already mentioned Chaishafan and Neocore Saturn. There's a couple of those people, and I guess at this point Eventless Stew too, since he canceled his series. And maybe even me, because I stopped making Planetballs as well. But other people include Dane and then other prevalent members of Colin's fan base. These non-Planetballs creators usually are either mappers or gamers that have an interest in Colin or Matt Compton's content, and they are primarily a part of the community on Discord. I find also that a lot of them are interested in EAS scenarios, which we may get onto a bit later. But for now, we need to go to the bottom tier. Let's start with Planetballs with mouths. Mostly seen in Colin's first season of Planetballs, they're incredibly uncommon, and they're only really used in scenes featuring the consumption of mass, which it's very specific and that doesn't appear too often. Next, we've got A&G, which was the group that was responsible for taking over Colin's original server. They were banned en masse by Discord not long after the takeover. A couple of them are left in the old server from what I know, but they're very inactive, and they're just acting all wussy and everything, but there's no real way to get the server back right now because the original owner's account is just gone. So who knows how the ownership got transferred or anything. Anyhow, next we've got Dawn of Sirius, which is Eventless Stew's Planetball series. It's one of the least viewed and most underrated series in the community, and I would highly recommend watching a bit of it. It's pretty good. The art style is based off of Colin's Season 2 of Alternate Future of the Solar System. There's 3 seasons as of now, but Season 3 was cancelled by Eventless Stew because he was losing motivation to make Planetballs after he finished making Season 2. So that was it. And now we've got PWA doing Planetballs. In a live stream PWA was doing a while back, he said he may do Planetballs content in the future. I was watching this live stream actually, so this is why I'm featuring. I actually heard him say it, and I even put it on my Planetballs podcast back when I was still doing that. But the type he would be doing would most likely be closer to Poland Ball than mapping because, PWA. And I doubt he would make Planetballs at this point anymore because I was talking about this back in like 2022, I think. And it's 2024 now and PWA has kind of slowed down a bit. He's stuck with what he's known for and I respect it. But anyway, now we've got Mr. Price too, which is another channel owned by Colin. Formerly, it was used for 1440p and 4K tests, according to Colin, but there was more content on there from what I remember, which brings us to the next section, Lost Media, which is technically at the bottom of the iceberg. This is the lowest that we're going today. I mean, we've got this, but I'll explain why that's not the lowest in a sec. This is the lowest, Lost Media. There isn't really enough Lost Media in the Planetballs community to create an iceberg off of it, so it's at the bottom of this one. Examples include Mr. Price 2's content. Why did that take me so long to say? Then live streams done on Colin's main channel, and then Donna of Sirius Season 3 Beyond Episode 1. Because, according to Eventless Stew, he had ideas for Season 3 beyond the first episode. So, it's lost content, according to him at least, so I guess it counts. And then, finally, the last part of this video, Planetball creators doing other stuff. This doesn't fit in any one category, so it's down at the bottom with Lost Media and PWA doing Planetballs. So it's a known fact that many Planetballs creators are or were also mappers. So I don't even mean that. Many are also gamers or animators, and I mentioned EAS earlier. A lot of them, especially Matt Compton, like to make EAS scenarios. So there's that too. He also makes miscellaneous content just like me. I have gravitated away from making Planetballs over time. I mostly do stuff related to music now because, well, I'm a guitarist. And then, it's basically, in general, most Planetballs creators are also mappers on the side, but a lot of them like to do different stuff. But that's basically it for the iceberg. If you think that I should have added other stuff to the iceberg, please comment about it down below and I can fix up the iceberg as soon as possible. And then I can post an updated version of the iceberg to Reddit. And again, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all on my next video. Bye.